reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Utah Utes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semi-final collision. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. One back in backfield, and he'll get the carry. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Wide open downfield. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. There's a 1st and 10 play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Gets into space at the 50. Now here he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Baylor, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Snap motion. Ball handed off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Same tailback, another carry. Breaks in open space. He's in the clear. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Utah, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harper. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Grab down the middle. It's Murphy. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, it's Willis. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Offense rolling the dice on this 4th down call. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finally decides to take a deep shot down the middle. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this 1st down. Just not able to execute, and now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
And the Utah offense takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's a good run defense.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And the same runner's got it again. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. What a move, breaking ankles and still going. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Utes. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Out there to start a new drive from the 21. incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Trying to find some room. It's Harper. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Bears are moving quickly down the field. And on the carry, he's heading left. Has a path to the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bears. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a handoff. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. And then first down, right back to the running game. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Ball handed off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And the Utes will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. And the Utes will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for 6. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out. It's Gee. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Back to pass. It's Willis. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
First down and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Harper. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. The RPO caught to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to throw it on first down. He dumps it off to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the Bears looking to keep this drive moving. This line line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Defense is coming after him. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Baylor.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, and another incompletion.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Trying for a 4th down completion. Catch made over the middle. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. 4th down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. The Utes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Pressure is coming. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the Utes will line up to kick it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 35-yard line. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. To throw, it's Willis. pulls it in. It's Montgomery. He breaks one tackle, gets brought down, and picks up some decent yardage. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. The pass rush closing in. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down. The Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Not a huge gain here, but the quarterback does a nice job of going with this safe, smart option, finding the big tight end and picking up a critical first down to keep this drive rolling.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's fielded. We're sort of trying to make something happen. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? They'll test the right side here. Past the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. This will likely be the last play of the half. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Bears will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. And the Utes offense takes the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Utes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Utes pick up enough to get a first down there.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. That's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. They're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Catch made on the left side. Tackle, but first down. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The Utes will line up now. It's first and goal.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball.
He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Utes! That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Tight end goes in motion. Looking for some space. It's Harper. He's got the first and still going. Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Baylor. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Utes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage about to snap the ball again.
And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Pass complete on a crossing route. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Looking for a receiver. Running out of time in the pocket. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. And the Utes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it with room to run. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. The Utes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. There's the handoff on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gee. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. The back's got it. Makes an open space. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field. It's Willis. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. And this playoff game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back grabs it on a screen. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Gets some space and on the 30. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Bears. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown? That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Arkansas offense takes the field. He'll hand it off. Stopped right there at the line with no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
He'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the completion made. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking right, this one caught. Broken tackle still going. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Oh, my gosh, the defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally with the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up the first down.
The short completion of the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Looking to throw yet again. It's caught. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down to the 23.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick run out. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain in the pitch and catch. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Touchdown, Utes. And 6 more points in the total. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The Baylor offense back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Finds room with the 30. Here he goes. Powering through the defender. The 10. Touchdown, Baylor. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. offense takes the field. The chance to advance in the playoff comes down to this. Offense needing a touchdown here late in the game. He's past the marker and still going. You bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. And the Utes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
4th down. He's throwing for it. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
On the run here. Lets it go. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Working clock with the ground game. Good enough for first down yardage.
Another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. And the Utes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? quarterback just kneels down. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able